On behalf of the Welsh rugby team, I'd like to congratulate the Manics on winning the Godlike Genius Award. Well done, guys.
First time I saw the Manic Street Preachers, they were a jumpy up and down, sort of Clash style, proper sort of, I suppose, punk rock and roll band.
You know, they've gone from playing tiny little pubs to playing the nation's biggest arenas and winning all the big awards, and they've never done it on anyone else's terms but their own.
My favourite groups tend to be three-piece groups, and that's what I love about the Manics, the way they can really, really pull it off as a three-piece.
They were just the epitome of punk, but that era's punk.
Along the way, I think they're probably educated as well as entertained.
What the Manic Street Preachers stood for and what they said, I think had you know, incalculable consequences on both the music industry and their fans' lives.
I think the loss of Richie had a profound effect on the band, really. You know, when they first emerged, they just stood for so much, and he was this kind of romantic, poetic, tragic figure. He
left behind, you know, some amazing words, which were obviously resonated with an audience who were totally lost until they found the Manics.
Dealing with losing a member is really difficult, you know. I mean, I know that people like that, you know, they burn so brightly in the world that we're in. They will always be there.
What I really like about Manics was that they didn't let the pre-Richie era define them. They came back and they became, you know, a different band.
With Everything Must Go, they just kind of shifted up a gear, and the songs were immense.
What I loved about that record was just the Motown influences, the big, grand, sweeping, cinematic approach.
And they weren't just kind of bristling 2-minute punk songs, but they were just huge, sweeping masterpieces.
There's this just unshakable kind of foundation to that band that just means that, you know, as long as there's a passion for them to make music, they'll just keep making records.
They still talk it like they mean it. They're incredibly honest.
I hope the Manics are remembered for being true to themselves more than most bands who are out there.
That's where I feel that we have a kinship as Joy Division and New Order with them, because they are notoriously difficult in the way that they don't play the game. The Godlike Genius Award is proof that being an awkward motherfucker will get you an award.
Wow. Gives me great pleasure to announce the Godlike Genius Award goes to my pals, the Manic Street Preachers. Come on!
The Manics allegedly got their unique name from a comment someone made about James Dean Bradfield while he was busking in Cardiff.
Whoa. Just for once, I just got to thank a lot of people, because I never fucking do it. I usually just rant about slagging off other bands. And I got to thank Terry, got to thank Lizzie, I got to thank the wonderful Mr. Philip Hall, who's no longer with us, but he was a true gentleman. And he let me and Richie sleep together in his house, so I thank him very much for that. I've also got to thank the NME, because as it happens, being a sad fucker, I have the first ever NME cover that we were on. And it was it really was one of the best fucking days of our lives. It meant something. 1991. And on to the Gwyneth Paltrow moment. Tony Wilson, McCarthy, C86, the Sex Pistols, Guns N' Roses, Public Enemy, Anaya and Bevan, Philip Larkin, Jenny Saville, Echo and the Bunnymen, Tennessee Williams, and Richie, who's not here today, who we fucking love to bits. He's one of the greatest boys I ever knew. He wrote my essays in university. We sat together. James and Sean for putting up with me for being such an insane fucker all my life. Thanks a lot. I love you.
Ladies and gentlemen, one more time, Manic Street Preachers!
Genii. Genii. Well, okay, that's it. There's no more time left.
And even if there was, we've run out of awards.
A big thanks to all our performers. They were brilliant. We're off to get blown by some Pop-Tarts.
Thank you so much. And here to play us out right now, the Godlike Genius, Manic Street Preachers. Thank you so much, everyone. See you soon.
See you later.
Hey, hey. And this song especially is for myself, Nick, Sean and Richie, for the best manager in the fucking world, Mr. Martin Hall, Motorcycle Emptiness.